Today's a big one. Let's jump in on how to protest property taxes in Central Texas. All right, well, everybody knows that Central Texas property values has been skyrocketing the last couple of years. And with higher property prices comes higher property taxes. Now, Texas is already notorious for having higher property taxes than most states. So you can imagine it's the talk of the town. We're getting a lot of conversations and questions around property taxes and how to protest them. So today's video is a little bit of a cheat sheet, a hack on the things you need to know and how to simplify the process. So stick around towards the end on some inside market information that you'll need and where you can get it to make sure that you give yourself the best possible chance to lower your property taxes. Hey, give us a call, shoot us a text for any questions, because we love having these conversations and bringing free consultations for people in these scenarios or buying or selling real estate to help you. Bringing information is always our first job, like we're doing today. Okay, so with how to file a property tax protest, one of the first things to understand is when they actually assess value, the beginning of the year. So January 1st is actually the date for assessing value. Now, anything in regards to improvements or devaluation after that date won't count in regards to the value of the property. It's January 1st. Now, conditions, another aspect of determining value. And the last time I've checked, no one got a knock on the door from the county in regards to an inspection to determine condition of their property. So look, that in itself could be a gap in regards to the property not being as updated or as upgraded, and your property getting a valuation that's much more higher than what's actually happening in regards to the condition of the property. Now, when you can actually expect the valuation is late April, early May. Now, it's going to come from the appraisal district, and this is going to determine value for tax purposes. Now, what you want to be careful to check is the accuracy of the square footage of the acreage, because those are small things that obviously could affect, if they're incorrect, the value of the property. Now, May 15th is the actual notice of protest deadline for you to be able to get in your protest. Now, you can protest by the valuation that was sent to you in the mail, because it already has your account information on it, and you just mail it back to the appraisal district. Or you could go online and fill out an appraisal protest there, and our links will be in the notes below. So that's an easy way for you to be able to just jump online and file a protest that way. Now, when you file a protest, you're going to get two dates, okay? And the first date is more like a mitigation with an appraisal staffer, and really that's a frontline defense for an informal meeting in regards to meeting an appraisal staffer and going over property values. Now, this is your opportunity to go in and bring an appraisal that maybe you have had done, because you knew this date was coming, so you went out and you hired an appraisal, and maybe that information helps you in regards to bringing the value down. You may have done a refinancing, and an appraisal was done during the refinancing that could possibly help you. Or you've consulted a professional, and this is some inside market information that you can't get online, because in the state of Texas, sold data is not published publicly. So you can't get that information anywhere, and being able to connect is something that we actually provide as a free service under a free consultation with no obligations, to be able to give you the inside market information that you need to give you the leverage to give you the best possible chance to lower your value, because you're not going to hire an attorney. You don't have access to that information, and so you need some inside track. That's exactly the information that we could provide for you. Okay, so now you're going to sit down with that appraisal staffer, and you're going to go over that information. You're going to talk about it, and that appraisal staffer may offer to lower your appraised value. Now, they may not, and then you could just skip right to the formal meeting with the appraisal review board, and or they may lower it and you don't accept it, and well, no, I think it should be lower than that, and then you also elect for the formal date, the next step of the process with the appraisal review board, and this is going to be more like a formal hearing. So if you end up having to go to the appraisal review board, know that the appraisal review board is basically a group of independent residents appointed to hear the challenges. Man, I'd love to know who those people are, and so and how they got there. So when you get there, this is a lot like a court hearing. You're sworn in. You have the opportunity to present your case and your information. You may be cross-examined, And this is a rapid fire session though. This is really only gonna happen in 15 to 30 minutes. The process is meant to expedite quite efficiently. So being ready and knowing what to expect, another thing that we consult on to make sure that you get the best possible chance, because they may cross-examine you. They may have some information that we would want to know about prior to going into the hearing, so that you have the best possible chance to be able to counter that and get your appraised value down. Now, at the end of that, they'll be closing statements, and then they'll make a decision. And so, look, property taxes raising so far so fast has been a problem. And if you adhere to the process here and you're prepared for it, then you really got the best possible shot to be able to lower your taxes if you really feel that that's the case and that they should be lower. Hey, I'd love to hear your experience with property taxes being raised, or questions or comments that you've had on today's video. I appreciate your time.